In this video, I'm going to show you 5 split jerk cues that we gave to a client. I'll show you the end result and what we said to him to get him there. He's gone and implemented exactly what we're saying. It's absolutely crazy. So for me, it gives reinforcement that this kind of delivery of coaching is really effective, because we've given him about 3 or 4 cues in the video that I did recently with Joe, the log 101. And he's gone and applied these, and it just looks amazing. And I think he said that this is 10 kilos heavier than the previous one as well. So things that he's done really well, he's popped up onto the toes here on the pick that he wasn't doing last time. He was very flat-footed last time as well, Vid. And then the log clean, he's just let loose. His arms look like really nice and relaxed, and he's exploding up powerfully up onto the toes. Beautiful. And the rack position that he's finishing now, that looks really good. And the giveaway is similar to what I've said before about his elbows look high, but they don't look like they're in a position that he's having. It doesn't look like he's creating that high elbow position by pushing with the arms. It looks like the log's in a really good position, and the handles are tilted at the right angle for him on that particular log, and that's why he can go and apply leg drive. There's a subtle tilt forward in the drive that most of us are going to need to clean up. But because it was a lot better than last time in terms of bar path and in terms of controlling the roll, the giveaway is that even though he's jerking or pressing, it doesn't matter. The giveaway is that he's got to this receiving position really, really easily. And then if you're jerking, it makes the jerk in turn so much easier to stabilize, because you stabilize in a weight that's just going in a straight line rather than having to kind of correct and being inconsistent. So yeah, great job. The other thing that he's doing really well compared to last time, he's being really, really brave and deliberate with that front foot. He's like last time he was short stepping it and therefore just not getting underneath the log quite as much as he could. And now he's exploding through with that front foot. For the thing here is he starts the dip here. Can you see it? Can you see it subtly? I can see his heel popping up at the bottom of the dip before he starts the drive. Yeah?
Yeah, his feet aren't flat, are they?
So as he begins the drive, he's driving, his force he's producing is going through his toes, and he's like kind of mid-foot, his heels off the ground. We want to drive begin the drive, squat, deadlift, whatever. You want to be driving through mid-foot. You want to, tripod foot. So think of the foot as a tripod, where the base of your big toe, the base of your little toe, and your heel are creating a tripod effect, where you're kind of equally squeezing power through, if you will. So you can see if people's heels are lifting before they begin the drive, you're leaking power. So fix that. You might be able to fix that just by a motor controller, just from me pointing it out to you. But if you feel like what a lot of people find is that in flats, to maintain that flat foot, what they have to do is hinge at the hips and sacrifice the torso angle. So you see a lot of people that they'll lift in flats and they'll kind of do that hingy log press and then have to strict press it out after they've applied the leg drive. So that's why I'm a massive advocate of lifting shoes for people as a performance just a performance enhancer, really. They're just giving that thing that Joe said about maintaining the vertical torso. It's just giving you an easier job of doing that. So what else have we got? So he's keeping his head back nicely. So he's giving himself an easier task to kind of because he's keeping his head back so well and he's maybe punching back or whatever, you can see that he's controlling the rack position really, really well. Like as he drives into the log's not rolling forward excessively.
Yeah, no, it's spot on that.
But you can see that maybe, I'm not sure how heavy this is in terms of percentage, but put another 10, 20% on that. Again, I'd want to see him developing that overhead stability. He looks like he's poking his head through at the end, but it's almost just like a gesture. It doesn't look like home. Yeah, you want to make this position here. Wait, you want to make that overhead position feel like home. Like, not just like that. That looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but I'd say,
But it's there for 0.1 seconds, isn't it?
yeah, I would actually say that if he went to hold this for 10 seconds, the first couple of seconds, I suspect what it would do, he'd find it pretty tough, and then he'd probably punch back a little bit more and almost feel like he's
that
reached
true position
exactly, Joe. And it almost, before you found it, it almost feels like you're reaching behind you, and it feels ridiculous until you find a sweet spot where almost like you feel like you can switch your muscles off to an extent. Yeah. And I would say split jerk, training the split in isolation, and getting
the
your
recovery. I think you'd benefit from some jerk recoveries.
Yeah, you can see that. Look how short that foot is.
For the front foot, yeah.
He's really relying on step-up jerk very recently. And it's absolutely amazing